We are talking about general health when it comes to the food that we consume. And we do have a local teacher that is teaching her young class early when it comes to different types of gardening, and specifically hydroponic gardening. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but joining us to correct me and teach all of us right now, second grade teacher from Gretchko Elementary, is Miss Marianne Ayar. Did I say that correct? Thank you for
Yes, you
joining
did.
us.
Good morning. Yes, you did. How are you?
I'm
Yeah,
already happy. Okay, cool.
there you go.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm already interested. I'm interested in gardening in general, but now we're talking about hydroponic gardening. Let's start there. What is hydroponic gardening? How's that different from regular gardening?
Well, we have the opportunity here at Gretchko to show our students the process from seed to stem. So the whole process inside that we can grow something year round inside, and we mimic what happens outside. And we basically show them that these are the herbs or the flavors that they've tasted. And for me, I have the opportunity to take two things that I love, cooking and teaching, and incorporate them and show them that they have healthy habits that they can do, that they can replace things, that they can try things. Um, for example, I created a salad. And I showed them there's over 100 different varieties of lettuce because most kids think that there's just one kind of lettuce. And then they usually say, no, thank you. And so I teach them that green is good. So that's my magic word. I say green is good. And they repeat green is good. And I'm like, green is good for you and me. And they say green is good for you and me. So they understand that. So I
Mhm.
show them the different lettuces that we've grown there, spinach, kale, all those leaves. I put them in there. So I had the opportunity to not only teach my class, but kindergarten, first and second grade at Gretchko. So we took a
Nice.
whole day and a half of learning, and each teacher cycled through with their students. They had an opportunity to explore, communicate, collaborate. I had to do a see, think, wonder. So for example, I took a mint leaf and I said, what do you see? And then, okay, we talked first, I take that back. We talked about the process. So in kindergarten, they learn how plants grow. So we talked about seed and roots and stems and leaves. And I'm like, okay, now what's this leaf? What do you think it is? And I passed it around and they got to touch it and smell it. And I showed them that I could eat it. They're like, you ate the leaf? Oh my God.
What?
So that was basil and mint. So I told them that this
Mm.
mint is in your toothpaste, in your
Mhm.
mouthwash, in your gum.
Mhm.
What do you think it is? And then I had them turn and talk to a friend. So then I used that mint as a flavor for the salad. So showed them that I dry the
Ooh.
mint. And when I dry the mint, it's like the basil. I said, if you like pizza or spaghetti sauce, that's what this is. So then I made a healthy pesto.
Mm.
I used basil and olive oil and garlic, and I passed out the garlic. Now I used no cheese and no nuts because of dairy and food allergies. I talked about
Right,
that.
right, right,
Even kids have
right.
food allergies. And I
That's a
talked
good
about how
point.
you can eat that. And I showed them that they could dip it in fresh baked sourdough bread. Talked about how sourdough bread was was really healthy bread for you. So we've done so much. We've done smoothies. I've showed in the past, we've had the hydroponic garden for over 10 years. So I couldn't do this all alone. I
Wow.
had the support of my amazing principal, Jen Teal, who supported me, and our PTO. We have a
Mhm.
great para in the building, Kelly Jacobson, who maintains all the water and the chemicals in there, because there is an art and science to that. But I have
Yes.
incorporated for the second graders, we talk about producers and consumers, that
Mhm, mhm,
farmers
mhm.
produce the food. Most kids think that food comes from Kroger or Costco or Myers,
That's
or
true.
Walmart.
That's
And
true.
I'm like, no, you can grow a garden in your backyard. And this is
Right.
what you could do. And then we have even smaller gardens in second grade that we do, and we grow grass, so that it's easier to say it that way. We grow little grass because it's
Mhm, mhm.
fast growing and they can see the process. But I have a lot to say about this. I'm very passionate about it. We've been doing it for 10 years.
I see, yeah.
It's so fun. The kids, I'm like a rock star. I walk down the hall and they're like, Mrs. Ayer, I love your cooking. It's better than school lunch. No disrespect to our school lunch, but they're eating this week they tried radishes. I showed her radishes. They thought
Oh,
it was a carrot.
wow.
They thought it was a potato. Then I had them taste it. I sliced it really thin and they taste it. And they're like, wow, this is so good. So it was just I get so excited about it. They get so excited about it. I have parents that reach out to me that ask me or text or email that said, what did you put in the salad dressing? I made salad dressing with them. I took fresh lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper, please. And then I added mint. And then parents have said to me, my kid wants me to go to Kroger today to buy the ingredients to make this salad. How do I make it? Because I hold up the Italian dressing and I'm like, Mario Sudame Globi. But I said, you can't pronounce those words. Why would you eat those? I said, you can use fresh lemon, olive oil, salt,
Mm,
pepper, mint, and you have your dressing. So
okay.
I'm American of Chaldean descent. We eat a very Mediterranean diet. So basically, kind of teaching them to eat fresh, and I love garden to table. And it's just I love it. I love how excited they get. I love that at first they're like, I'm not going to eat that. It's green.
I know, right?
And then I made a smoothie with the spinach from the garden. And I used honey as opposed to sugar and told them that when you go to this other place, they put 3 heaping teaspoons of sugar in it. I don't. I sweeten it with honey and they loved it. And how important honey is to our bees. And I mean, how important bees are to our environment. And don't be afraid of them on
Right,
the
right,
playground.
right.
They have a job. So that's how I feel about it.
Oh, Miss AR, you did fantastic. You gave us a mouthful, so many things I can go back and speak on. The fact that you ate a mint leaf and a basil leaf right in front of them, I know they probably like, what are you doing? Like that's for animals. But then you are teaching them, and I'm so happy you're teaching them early about this type of stuff because they're still in the process of learning, experimenting with food and taste buds, so they can learn that this is what I want to eat like consistently. I don't want to eat sugar. That's bad. Miss AR told us about that. Like we don't want that. So I love everything that you're doing with this. There's so many. We can dive deeper into this. But just join us right now. Second grade teacher at Gretchko Elementary, Miss Marianne AR. Join us talking about her second grade class and actually K through second grade students learning about hydroponic gardening in her class right now. So what strategies are you using to possibly encourage them to take some of these skills outside of the classroom?
So I tell them that they need to eat the rainbow. Most kids' plates are one color. So there's a rainbow in our makerspace, as you noticed. And so I tell them
Mhm.
that they have to eat the rainbow and their plate should look like a rainbow. And we talk about how they need to eat 5 fruits and vegetables each day. So I teach them to show me 5 fruits and vegetables
Yeah.
each day. So then I give them a high five. All right, you need to eat 5. And so I'm like, okay, how can you eat 5 a day? So we talk about how a smoothie has more than one fruit, how a salad is that. I teach them that when you have a healthy body, you have a healthy mind. That if you want to look
Mm.
good and feel good, you have to eat good. So you have to you have to exercise. We go out for recess. I said, okay, so you
Yes.
exercise, you have to
Yes.
go to sleep. That's important. So we
Yes.
talk about all those different things. We also do a lot here at Gretchko with capturing kids' hearts. We talk about ruler and how you feel. We talk about green is good and green is a feeling on the ruler chart, and we talk about how when we eat green, we feel green. Do you know what I mean? So lots of different ways. And then basically we tie it a lot into our social studies and sciences. We talk about how to plant, how to. We incorporate it in writing. So all my salad dressing had four ingredients. First, you do this. First, you squeeze the lemon. Next, you add the oil. Then you add the salt and pepper, and last you add the mint. So they can take that and use it when they're writing and write the recipe. So we talk about consumers and producers and how you produce the food and you consume the food and how you're paying for something.
Right, right.
So why don't you, if you're paying for something, you can make it yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like you can make a salad, like, and I'm not,
Ooh.
and just,
Yeah.
it's very easy to do and you can help out at home. So we talk about how to be, um, caring and kind and helpful at home and how you can do those things. So, how can you help your mom? You can help her in the kitchen. You can get the groceries. You can write the grocery list. So, there's so much learning that happens throughout K1, 2, in the classroom, in place-based learning, which is the maker space. So we have place-based learning. So we're learning in different places. Second grade takes a trip to Apple Island. We have that opportunity for learning. So we do so much to just kind of create, educate the whole child. So we want to
Mm.
teach them that this is you, you're in charge of you, you make your choices. What choices do you want to make? Advocate for yourself. Say, hey, I'd like to make this. And like literally immediately when they go back, I hear from lots of different teachers, their kids have told their parents, can we make a salad? I want to try this salad. In the years
Oh,
past, I've had parents
nice.
come to me. I made mushrooms one year. And to this day, I have parents come up to me and say, my kid still loves those mushrooms. And I cooked them with garlic and olive oil and salt and pepper. And they ate
Oh,
mushrooms. So I love
oh,
it. It's so great. I get to take two things I love and incorporate them and share that love of learning and teaching and cooking with little kids because, most kids, and I teach them say, don't say yuck to somebody else's yum. Try it. You
mm,
might like it. And they mimic it back. I go, what do I say? Try it. You might like it. And then I say, when you listen,
yeah.
you learn by doing. So go home and do this. And, you can go teach your mom how you did this. So
Absolutely. You
love it.
gave a lot of great words, a lot of great knowledge. I can go back. The difference between producer, consumer, and encouraging them just to eat well and just great spirits, the mental aspect of it, the science, the art. You landed on so many great places. Thank you so much for your time. Any last parting words before we get away?
I'm just gonna say, if I love my school district, they support me beyond words. I have learned so much here, and I have the opportunity to share that learning with every people, with little people. And I don't know, I just think that as we create our students to be the best in and for the world, it starts at elementary, and I'm passionate about elementary. And
Right.
without the support of our administration and my principal, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do this. And thanks to our PTO for helping and support our hydroponic garden, because without them, we couldn't do this. And I appreciate their support and sharing my love again of teaching and cooking together and sharing that with little people is what makes my heart happy.
Absolutely. And we can see that just in your speech. Thank you again. Second grade teacher from Gretchko Elementary in West Bloomfield School District, Miss Marianne Ayar. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. You're welcome to join. Come visit anytime.